Next question, which is almost the last question. What can HR managers and professionals do to be considered more strategic? And how can the Executive Master in Strategic Human Resource Management help through this process?
Okay. I think that first of all, just with practical example, the HR management within the company should start being active part of the business discussion rather than just participating to meeting and think about only what they can do on the people side, but they should participate actively to the business development. They need to think, or we need to think, because I'm part of this HR group right now, we need to think about how to develop methodologies to lead throughout the changes of the organization. Always thinking about what kind of business we are in. Translate business strategies into people strategies. It is very important that we consider what kind of business we are in, as I said before, and translate into the people needs related to those business strategies. That's very important once again. And not just be involved, but be accountable at the early stage of any kind of company discussion or decision. And I went through the master program and so on, and I think that this is one of the key learning opportunity for people that would like to participate, because I saw that there are a lot of things that usually HR management don't even think about or participate when they are within a company.
Thank you. Mario.
That's an interesting question, very interesting question. Just because an HR professional or manager has the role to create the right link in between people strategy and business strategy, being careful to re-evaluate a competence that should be, let's say, a sort of way to implement strategy, which is execution. Sometimes most of people think about execution as a tactical way to approach the business or to approach the organizational analysis. And that's the wrong focus, because execution is part of strategic thinking and is the only way to implement the right strategy. Let me add, in my opinion, to be strategic means at least to invest in our knowledge management, in our behaviors, in our capability to be in the field, to be generalist, to be passionate, enthusiastic about human resources environment, and to be constantly in touch with people. In a global economy or in an experience economy, people is the real key behind all paradox, behind all rhetoric, to succeed in the business. And last but not least, to do a course like the Human Resources Executive Master that Bocconi has built up over this past year means to create a new opportunity in terms of being more acknowledged about what is finance, how strategic alignment should be interpreted, what are the main knowledge management area focus for an HR to be more a business partner.
Thank you. James.
I think we're in complete agreement. Fortunately, the research shows that the first thing that the HR function and individual professionals must be able to do is to speak the language of business. And secondly, they must have the general competencies, not just the technical competence in terms of developing HR practices and programs and implementing those, but also in change management, as well as that strategic understanding and conceptual understanding of how their own business operates, so they can make the contribution at the top table. So they must speak the language, they must develop the competence, and we have a very clear idea of the competencies that are required for success in this profession. one of the most important things that HR professionals need, and I believe they will get in this program, is a set of tools. A set of tools in terms of being able to align the HR practices with the key strategic drivers, for example. A set of tools for evaluating their effectiveness in terms of achieving their goals, so metrics for evaluating the HR function and its performance, and also more general measures such as performance management tools and dialogue tools so that they can speak and understand what the employee group needs and wants and what their contribution can be. So building competence, learning the language or developing the language of business, and then also having a toolkit that you can take back to the workplace and actually implement these conceptual ideas in practice.